From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Friday, June 8th, state lawmakers consider sports betting in Delaware. A toll hike is considered for the Delaware Memorial Bridge. And a local fisherman could be in trouble for catching a shark. Here are the details. One state lawmaker places his bet on expanding gambling to help the state's economy. WDEL legislative correspondent Carl Konevsky has the story from Dover.
State Representative Vince Lofink, a Bear Area Republican, introduced legislation allowing sports betting in Delaware, citing a study showing it could bring almost $70 million a year. The bill would legalize betting on out-of-state college sports not involving Delaware schools, as well as all professional sports. And Lofink says the time is right to enhance our competitive position.
Maryland, which is going to have slots very shortly, and Pennsylvania, which currently have slots. I think also it meets our financial needs, the fact that we're at this point are in almost in a deficit position, and we're very much looking forward to new revenues in the state.
According to Lofink, slot machines currently account for nearly 10% of state revenue, and the state can't afford to lose revenue to neighboring states. Should the bill pass the General Assembly, in spite of Senate President Pro Tem Thurman Adams being a strong opponent, Governor Minner says don't bet on seeing it become law.
I'll veto it. And I've told everybody that for the last 2 or 3 years. It's nothing they don't know. From the very beginning, I don't like the influence sports betting has on young children, and I don't think the parents want that either.
Minner says the state has other options for raising revenue. The bill will get a hearing before the House Gaming and Pari-Mutuals Committee next week. Reporting from Legislative Hall in Dover, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Should college and university police officers in Delaware be armed? Legislation introduced by State House Speaker Terry Spence calls for officers certified under the Delaware Police Training Program to carry guns while on duty. University of Delaware President David Rozelle told lawmakers he opposes the bill. About half of the police force at Del State have completed the training and are armed while working. The bill now goes to the full House. It will cost you a bit more to travel over the Delaware Memorial Bridge. WDEL's John Collins has details.
The Delaware River and Bay Authority is hiking tolls on the Delaware Memorial Bridge. DRBA officials presented a workshop Thursday night to explain to commuters why the toll increase is needed. Michael Parkowski, chair of the authority, says rising operating costs and serious capital projects will require $11 million more in revenue.
Well, one of the things that's coming up that's going to be a considerable expense is the redecking of the Delaware Memorial Bridge. In addition, there's approach ramps that have to be constructed, and also there are a number of projects that involve usual routine maintenance, painting, that sort of thing.
Parkowski says that their budget saw only 1.5% growth and 16% of their workforce has been frozen in order to reduce costs.
I believe that the best way to deal with something like a rate increase is with transparency. Let everyone know what we're doing, why we're doing it. And to respond to criticisms. Criticisms that, well, are you spending too much money already? Isn't there more you can do? And the response to that is we are tightening the belt.
The bridge hasn't seen a significant hike in tolls since 2000. Parkowski says the exact amount of the increase will be decided in the next few months, and the new rates will go into effect January 1st, 2008. Reporting from the Carville State Office building in Wilmington, John Collins, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Is Delaware throwing too much away? WDEL News continues in a moment.
Enjoy the beach more with DART's money-saving resort bus service. Ride in comfort to the outlet, boardwalk, beaches, or Ocean City, Maryland, without traffic and parking hassles. Everyone in your car rides free when you use DART's park and ride lot for only $7. Or take the beach bus Route 305 from Wilmington on weekends through September 4th. Resort service runs daily through September 17th. For schedules, call us or visit our website. DART First State Getting There starts here.
A Newark teenager has been arrested on child pornography charges after a technician found pictures on the boy's computer. State police say the 15-year-old's mother took the computer to the Circuit City at Christiana Mall to have a virus removed. The technician found the pictures on the hard drive and called police. Police seized 2 computers and charged the teenager with 20 counts of possession of child porn. He's free on bail and is not allowed to have contact with other children. A new report put together by Denrec Consultants shows there are millions of dollars worth of items currently being tossed into Delaware landfills. WDEL's Curtis Gray reports.
The study, with recommendations to reduce overall cost and generate revenue by reforming the solid waste management system, was done by the Institute for Local Self-Reliance. It would place a surcharge on materials destined for landfills like Cherry Island, using the money to finance expanded city, county, and private recycling and composting programs. Neil Sullivan of the Washington, D.C.-based ILSR is part of the independent group who put the report together.
We discovered that there was an $80 million value to these materials with existing prices. And we made several suggestions as how the state can increase revenues to invest in recycling to take advantage of these very valuable materials.
While DNREC is supporting House Bill 159, Green Delaware's Alan Muller welcomes the new approach to recycling.
It is a continuation of a bill that was written by the lawyer for the Solid Waste Authority several years ago. It's improved a little bit, but what Neil Seldman brings to us in his report is a fundamentally different way of looking at things. And part of what is in his report says that the waste that we are now dumping into the Solid Waste Authority landfills is potentially worth $80 million a year.
Among the recommendations to fund the investment is a surcharge of $6 per ton that would raise $20 million. DNREC is holding a series of meetings across the state to accept feedback on the report. I'm Curtis Gray, 1150 a.m., WDEL.
A Delaware fisherman could face federal charges after landing what state wildlife officials believe is a great white shark. Fish and Wildlife Enforcement agents found this 5.5-foot, 179-pound shark on the boat of Michael Davidson of Frankfort. It was caught about 8 miles offshore and is rarely seen in Delaware waters. It's illegal to possess under federal law. Officials don't think Davidson and his companions landed a great white deliberately, but may have misidentified it as a mako shark. If the animal is confirmed as a white shark, Davidson could be prosecuted under federal law for possession of a protected species. Another exciting finish for the Phillies. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather the forecasts coming up.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Did you know that Wilmington College has been preparing students for careers in media arts and technology over the past 7 years? Enjoy hands-on experience and personal attention from instructors drawn straight from the industry. To learn more, visit wilmcoll.edu. Wilmington College. Achieve balance, achieve success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 a.m. WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, more late-inning magic for the Phillies helped them complete a 3-game sweep of the Mets with a 6-3 win in 10 innings. Pat Burrell got the game to extra innings with a solo homer off Billy Wagner in the 9th. The Phils then tacked on 3 runs in the 10th with an RBI double from Chase Utley, a run-scoring single by Aaron Rowan, and another RBI by Burrell. The Phils trailed 3-2 in the 6th after starter Cole Hamels gave up 3 consecutive solo home runs, but the Phils bullpen did the job for the 3rd straight game, and Antonio Alfonseca saved his 3rd straight. The Phils head for Kansas City tonight, where they start a 3-game series. It will be Freddie Garcia on the mound for the Phils against Scott Earleton. You can hear the game on WDEL starting at 7:35. Well, the Blue Rocks dropped their 5th straight game, starting a 7-game road trip with a 5-2 loss at Winston-Salem. Jose Durante was 3 for 3 with a pair of walks for the Blue Rocks, but it wasn't enough to help them, his teammates, as they lost for the 8th time in the last 9 games. The Blue Rocks series with Winston-Salem continues tonight. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: hazy, hot, and humid today, a high of 93. Tonight, partly cloudy, a thunderstorm around, low 68. Tomorrow, partly sunny, less humid, high 85. And for Sunday, sun and clouds, a high reaching 81. Good news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 a.m. WDEL, or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Chris Carl. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.